I haven't been on here in so long. But I wanted to say, I was like, before I even pushed play for this video, I was hearing Audra Day. And I'm going to play a little bit of it.
Let's go find you something.
Hope you guys can hear it. Let me see. Turn it up some. But it talks about this, basically. It talks about her. Basically, it's an inspiration song. And it talks about, our title today is going to be talking about self-love. So somebody's like going through, they keep on like going through relationship after relationship, heartbreak after heartbreak. But it doesn't mean to stop loving. It just means stop giving your love. Now listen to it. It out. Mountains. We gon' walk it out and mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise. All right, I just wanted to play that part for you guys. Because even though you keep going through relationship after relationship, heartbreak after heartbreak, it comes a time where you start to not put your energy into those who don't deserve it. You start loving yourself. And as you love yourself, you attract, like-minded individuals, right? You attract the same love that you're giving out. So I just wanted to say that out there. But I love that song because I was hearing it and I'm like, okay, somebody going through something right now. And so I was just like, let me play this song because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. We're going to just do 3 cards of inspiration. I always like to start off with my inspiration. Sometimes I start off with prayer and sometimes I start off with inspiration. Okay, so we have our, we got a lot of cards, but I'm only going to do 2 of these. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. There's a lot of messages about self-love, but we're going to just do 3. Okay, this is the first one. It talks about each one has to find his peace from within, and peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances. And what did I say? You keep trying to find love from other people. You have to find love within yourself. You have to love who you are. You have to love everything about you. The things that you don't like about yourself, then just change them. And how we change them, we try to be our better self. We, might do some meditation. We might do some, some yoga. We might, we do things that better ourselves, right? We do things so our higher self is, I'm hearing is satisfied. So it's almost I'm hearing like there's a thirst, like a hunger, right? For wanting to be in your higher self. But there's a struggle. Like it was saying on that song that I rise up. And in that video, she just, every day, she kept taking care of her husband, no matter what. She might have got tired. She might have been sick some days. But she still took care of her husband, right? And that's how we have to do. We have to continue to take care of our higher self. We have to continue to love people. We have to continue to, to show love. Continue to forgive when we don't want to forgive. When people hurt us, we have to continue to forgive and continue to love and and continue to just embrace the love. Now, if people have hurt you, you don't have to continue to be around that person, but you do have to forgive them. Forgive them. If you've done something, then you need to apologize. Okay? Apologize. It's nothing more than a person can admit when they're wrong and say, you know what? I'm sorry for the way I treated you throughout these years. I'm sorry for what I said about you. I'm sorry for what I thought about you. Right? It takes a real man, or it takes a real woman to admit when they're wrong. But first, you have to start having that, wanting to be in your higher self, for you to even know that you're wrong, right? Our second card is stress is caused by being here, but wanting to be there. Some of you are, might even have locked up loved ones right now. And the last words that you might have said something to them that you wish you wouldn't have said. But at the same time, they needed to hear that. Now, I'm hearing that someone said, I'm hearing, I wish you were dead. I'm hearing, I hate you. Someone has a very, there's a pain in someone's stomach. Like there's a sorrow or deep regret of how they treated someone. They might have said, it might have been the last time they talked to someone on the phone. They might have hung up in their face. It might be a parent that you weren't getting along with. And the last words that you said to them were, I hate you. I wish you were dead. I'm hearing it very strongly. And the thing is, but now you want to take it back. Now you wish that you would go to that person. You could go to that person and say, I'm sorry. I love you. I just didn't like the way that you treated me. But I love you, right? And that's what we all should be trying to do. Is trying to embrace the love that we have around us. Because we all have positive love around us. Whether it could be a pet, right? Whether it could be a loved one, whether it could be our children. But we all have said some things that we wish that we could take back. But the thing is, some of us, it's causing us stress because we're so stubborn that we won't go to that person and say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Even if they're passed away, you can go to their grave and say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that to you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry for how I treated you. I'm sorry. And then it's sad, but the thing is, sometimes it's the person who already has done things to us. Right? Someone could have molested us when we were younger, right? Someone could have, been not a parent the way that they should have been a parent, not protected us. Maybe they were a drug addict, right? And now they can't say, I'm sorry. So we have to understand that it wasn't our fault, right? But at the same time, we have to forgive that person or those people who did things to us that left scars on our hearts, right? That left us in broken areas, that led us to drinking and drugging, right? that led us, oh, I'm hearing it, Jesus. I'm hearing it, and led us to even prostituting our bodies, right? Because you are more than enough. You are blessed. And when you start thinking well about who you are, that's when healing starts to take place. Because it's about self-love. It's about self-respect. It's about self-worth. So when you know who you are in life, that's when you can start to heal. That's when the bandage has been taken off. That's when you can forgive that parent for their mishaps. Okay? Our third card is all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. Some of you all have even thought about suicide. Talked about the pills. Some of you all have taken pills and it didn't work. You're wondering, like, I just took 11 pills, I'm hearing, and it didn't work. It didn't work because you are blessed. It didn't work because it's not your time. You have purpose. That's the reason why it didn't work. Some of you all are trying to drink yourself till you don't even feel the pain anymore. But when you realize your self-worth, when you realize that you are loved, and when you realize that God loves you, that's when you will stop drinking. That's when you will stop doing the drugs. That's when you will stop doing the suicidal attempts. When you start to love who you are, no matter what. I'm going to take from, I always show my deck. This is the first deck, my inspiration cards, like my affirmations. These are the divine feathered messages. I love these messages, you guys. I'm going to move the camera down some so you can kind of see the cards, okay? Holy Spirit, give us some messages of healing on today. Messages of healing on today, Holy Spirit. Ooh, there's a lot of messages. I'm going to go ahead and take them. Our first one is the woodpecker. The woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm, right? Let's go back some. And find a new rhythm, right? So sometimes, remember when I was talking about people are not for us, we keep getting our heart, we keep getting our heart broke by these people or by this person who we love so dearly, who we can't see us living without, right? You have to use your discernment. This person is not for you. I'm hearing it loud and clear. This person is not for you. So you have to move on. You have to, because the thing is, let me go up a little bit. You are elevating in a higher frequency. And when you're elevating in a higher frequency, those low vibrations are no longer for you, right? That love that you had for this person is no longer for you. You have to be able to go with that flow of love and contentment within yourself. You have to love you and only love you right now. Because sometimes we love other people who we shouldn't in that way, right? We should always love, right? As a collective, always love. But when people do us wrong, we have to be able to give that love back to us, right? And so in return, that's that self-love, right? So that's what it's saying. You have to use discernment. Who can you show that love to? Who can you be faithful to? Who can you be loyal to? Who can you allow in your energy, right? And then we have our black bird. Our black bird is talking about, and it says the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. And when you understand that you are a unique person. We are all special. We all have our special gifts, right? We all have our unique qualities in life. We all are talented. We all have, gifts, spiritual gifts and physical gifts. And when we are able to use those gifts, right? Like basically tapping into what our higher self is hungering for, that's when the magic happens, right? That's when we realize it's like a light bulb goes off in our head and says, I am worth it. I can do this. Because sometimes we allow people to distract us. That's why it says discernment on our first card. Right here, it talks about the potential of unfolding now. Because we get sidetracked, right? We lose focus on the task. Okay? So then we have our third card. Our third card is the wisdom and messages of divine are within you. A lot of us are starting to see, angel messages. We're waking up. We're waking up at 4:44 in the morning. Protection, right? It's saying that the angels are protecting you. We might be seeing 222 as we're driving, right? You see it on I said on cars. Maybe you might see it in someone's license plate. But what I was trying to say is you see it on houses, right? And those are the angel messages are trying to, maybe you need to, look up what those numbers mean, right? 555. I see them all day. I look at my phone and I always see like 222, 555, 1010, 1111. Those are angel messages. The angels are trying to contact you on a certain situation. It's saying, what? You're going the wrong way. Put love into you. Right? It's time to love self. It's time to show love. That's what our angel message, it warns us. Okay? Now, our fourth one is magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. People that are doing you wrong, people that are talking about you, fake friends, fake family, you gotta let them go. Sometimes it's so hard to let them go because we just let them go in our heart, right? In our mind, in our soul. Sometimes that's all we need to do is you can block their energy. Block the energy that they're giving off. If they're not on your same vibration, you got to block them, right? That's what it's saying, to reevaluate what are the priorities. Your first priority is to take care of self, right? Give yourself that love that you were given to that person who didn't deserve it, right? That is what it says when we need to reevaluate who we are. So our fifth card, said thing, or thing, reevaluate, it could be job, because I said thing. So we have to reevaluate what is important to us, or what should be important to us. What are our our priorities now is working in our higher self, right? So our fifth card is Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Sometimes when we are still holding on to those old things, holding on to that old job, that old person, that old way of thinking, right? We're blocking those new opportunities. We're blocking that new love, right? We're blocking that new job. So what it's saying is it's time to stop blocking it. It's time to stop getting out of that. It's almost like that institutionalized way of thinking. And when we get out of that institutionalized way of thinking, we realize that we are enough. We realize that we are loved. We realize that I can do this. We so much sometimes say, I can't do this. Get can't out of your vocabulary and say, I can do this. I will go on, right? When we have our sixth card, and it's talking about the hawk, pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Sometimes we can hear messages. I know I do. I'll go on TikTok and I'll hear a message, right? And I'll be like, oh my gosh. And it'll bring tears to my eyes. It might be something, a song that's playing on the radio, right? That touches your heart. So what it's saying is, it doesn't always have to be a message on YouTube or a reading. It can just be something very simple. It can be something that goes on you put on TV and they're talking about love. It can be someone calling you and saying something to you. You know what I mean? God always gives us different messages, but sometimes he wants us to be in the place of where we can receive these messages. So ask yourself, are you in the place to receive the message that God has for you? Are you in the place to receive what the gift that God has for you? Are you in the place to receive the person that God has for you? I'm telling you, it says, pay attention. So someone needs to pay attention to their dreams. And as I was saying that, I looked at this card and look at this feather. That is, I'm telling you, there's angels. There's an angel. I'm going to read what the card says. It says the connection to the divine guidance is within you. What did I say? You got some angels around you. There's angels all around you. Our next card is the Spirit of the Angels Oracle. Holy Spirit. Oh, okay, that's one. Holy Spirit. Woo, I can't hardly get them out. That's two. Oh, okay, then we got our third card. Our first one is called the Grizzly Bear. Power. What was I saying? Taking back that power. When you don't forgive someone, or you don't allow that person to, or you like, it's either like you don't apologize, or you can't forgive, or you can't share that love, you are giving that person power over you. And that's what it's saying. Time to take back your power. Time to forgive, right? So I'm going to show it to you again. The grizzly bear. And it says, I am indestructible. I honor my intuition. I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. What was the first thing? When I played that song, I said, yet, when I was telling you, she just never gives up. Each day, she just keeps striving. She keeps striving to be her better self, right? And that's what we have to do. We will succeed. And you have to tell yourself, I am a conqueror. I will succeed. I am worthy, right? You have to listen to your tuition. Like I was saying, when those people or that job or that place, when those people are working in that lower vibration, some of you all need to leave a job. You might have been on a job for years. And God has been telling you it's time to go. I got something else for you to do. But you're working in your higher self. So you're not listening to your intuition. You're not, it's almost like he's saying, it's time. It's time to go. And you're staying there. So it's like love and gentleness. Like I said, the title of this is called self-love. Give yourself that love, right? That's where that real strength is. Because how can you love someone else and you can't love yourself? Our second card, the black bear. Some of you are very stubborn. Look at there. Bear. A bear is very stubborn. But a bear is also like in tuned to their surroundings. So, like I said, but some of you are very stubborn. I'll also look at this. Because God is telling me to zone in on this right here. Bear. Some of you are like a mama bear. Protective of your baby bear. So it says the black bear, the guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Like I said, somebody's trying to protect their child, but they're doing all the wrong things to protect their child. All you have to do is know that God has you. Connect with the universe or whatever your higher self is, and know that God is a protector, that he protects us. There's you don't have to do a protection prayer or anything like that. All you got to do is pray to whoever your higher self is of the light, and pray and say, protect us. Protect us. Protect my family. Protect, my husband. Protect us. Because someone's worried about their child. They're worried about their child. And it's saying just concentrate on protecting. Someone's trying to protect their relationship. There's a relationship with a mother and a daughter, father and a son, a mother and a parent and a child, let's say. Because right here, also, look at that. There's two right there too, as well. So yeah, I'm telling you, there's a relationship right here. No one's trying to protect the relationship, but is the relationship for you to protect? Right here, there's also, like I said, there's a parent and a child. Sometimes, and I only can speak for me, but sometimes as parents, we want the best for our children. We want to be able to protect them. But the thing, sometimes we have to also let them go. We also have to let them go in the universe and the spirit. And letting them go, we say, I know what I do is I say, Lord, protect my children. Even when they feel like they're making the right decision and I see them bumping their heads, protect them. Give them that discernment that they're going to need for life so that they can be a better person and make sound decisions. And sometimes we have to let go. You know, there's a parent and even, you know, a spouse. Sometimes we have to let it go. Take our hands off. And just, you know, release it to the universe. Okay? This is our last card for this video. And this is the snow leopard. Self-reliance. I'm going to show it to you again. And that also has a little, you know, a little guy right there. You see that? Parent and child again. And it says, you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with with visibility, and walk with the shamans. So some of you even have, you know, like I listen to the meditation of the shamans, and you know, like I said, so some of you all are part of the shaman ancestral. Okay, it says use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. If we stop trying to control everything, we stop trying to control our love, we stop trying to control our, you know, our heart space, we stop trying to control people and our children and our loved ones around us, because they are grown. We can't control them. We can control our small children, but we cannot control grown people. You cannot control how a person feels, what a person says. You have to be working in your higher self. You have to know that you are enough. That person might say you are not enough. I want you to be like this. I want you to do this job. I want you to, you know, wear these kind of clothes. They want to control every aspect of your life. Even when I look at this, I see like a protective, you know, now that I'm looking at this also could be like a domestic violence right here. Protective. They're a guardian, but it's more like I don't want to say domestic violence, more like abuse. Child and parent abuse. Because it says like guardian. Someone can also be in like foster care. And, you know, like they were removed from the home because of abuse. Now you're with like a grandmother or a friend. Sometimes it's someone that you feel close to. Someone that you feel close to, because right there, you like you trust this person. That child is trusting that person. And as you can see, the birds, they feel comfortable around. Like even the birds, they're feeling comfortable around this bear. So there's someone that's very caring and sharing that you feel comfortable around. And like I said, you were moved out of that home. As I'm even looking at these cards, like I said, and there also could be a relationship that is being mended together. A child and parent relationship that is being mended together. But the thing is, it might be even that the parent is like working through guilt and working through shame. Because it says, right, the first card was power. Right? Having that, share that love. It might be difficult to tell your child, I love you. And even talks about right here, that gentleness. But as you continue to work through it, as you see, you'll start having those layers coming off. You'll start feeling comfortable with your child again. Right? You'll be able to have that bond grow. with your child. As you work through those issues of why you feel like you're not enough, why you can't love yourself. When you work through those issues of guilt and and work through those issues of, of shame, right? You'll start giving back to yourself. All that you've given to other people, you'll start pouring back into yourself. Okay? I love you guys. Mwah. Love yourself. Always remember, it's always better to heal. Always think positive. And always love. Mwah. Talk to y'all later. Bye.